Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Gage the Mage, and today we're going to be going over the top 5 Emerald cards in Disney Lorcana, the first chapter. Now, of course, this entire video is my opinion, so feel free to disagree, and even let me know in the comments down below what you disagree with specifically, what I should have included, what I shouldn't have included. If you're interested in this type of video, I have more on the channel, and I have more to come. Without further ado, let's get right into it. At number 5, we have Han Scheming Prince. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying Scheming Seer. I don't know why. Maybe it's a magic card. I really have no clue. Not a lot to talk about with this card, besides its exceptional value. For 4 ink, you're getting a 3/3 that can quest for 3. I mean, it doesn't get that much better than that, right? And it does have no abilities beside that, which is, annoying, which is why I think it's a number 5 spot. I think Emerald is a very powerful color, but it's also a very aggressive color, where cards like this can work and do work without having to be anything extra. At number 4, we have Cheshire Cat, Not All There. Cheshire Cat is a wonderful aggro card, and it protects itself similar to Kuzco. Cheshire Cat costs 3 ink. It is a 0/3, which is fine, but it quests for 2, and when it's challenged and banished, banish a challenging character. Unlike Kuzco, where you may banish a challenging character. This is a distinction that should be made. Whether or not it's an important one is up to you. I'm not sure. I haven't had a situation where I haven't wanted to banish the opposing character, but there may actually be, in the future, some reason why you may not want to do that. So that does give Kuzco a slight edge in terms of that pure ability, but, it's not that big of a difference. And number 3, we have Kuzco Temperamental Emperor. Wow, that's a mouthful. He was just featured in the last, of course. He costs 5. He is not inkable, though, which is a key distinction. He is a 2/4 that can quest for 3. So he's very powerful in terms of his stats. His stats are, not the greatest, but they are very solid. He has Ward, which means that he can't be chosen except to challenge. And he's an ability called No Touchy. When this character is challenged and banished, you may banish a challenging character. Very similar to Cheshire Cat's ability, but I would say this is slightly more powerful. Mainly because of Just in Time, letting you play this on turn 3 when you would play Cat anyway. Obviously, you need to combo the 2 cards together for that to happen. Otherwise, I still think Kuzco is slightly better, just because it has the better stat line, and it has Ward, and you can quest for 3, so when they're at 17 or 15, you can leave back 3, play this, leave back 2 if they're at 15, or you're at 15 rather. I still see it as a life total. It's not going to change. So it is quite evasive. It's very powerful, but on the downside, it's not inkable. Mad Hatter is a very similar card, which is why it's also featured here as a key card, and it's our number 2 card. Now, this is going to be a controversial opinion, putting Mad Hatter above Kuzco, but, hear me out. It is very similar to Kuzco, but has 2 key advantages. One, it may not be as evasive, but it provides card advantage. Card advantage is key in this game, and especially when we don't have a whole lot of good card advantage, and this is practically the only card advantage in this color. We'll get to that in a minute. Drawing cards is huge, and it always will be in every card game, and in this card game it is especially... Okay, in this card game it is especially key. It is inkable, though, where Kuzco is not, meaning that I can keep this in my opening hand more often than I can keep a Kuzco in my opening hand, which is actually really important, because sometimes you don't want to play Mad Hatter, and sometimes you don't know if you're going to get to 5 on curve, or you don't have it just in time in hand, and you're going to want to ink this card, and Kuzco cannot be inked. The number 1 card, in my opinion, is going to shock a lot of people too, I think. It's going to be Flynn Rider, Charming Rogue. Flynn Rider, Charming Rogue is just amazing value. It's similar to Hans, in which it's a cheap card that has a lot going on. It's a 1/2 that quests for 2. It costs 2 ink. So as soon as, if you stitch or something on 1, Flynn Rider on 2, then you quest on 2 with your stitch. By turn 3, you can have 4 lore, which is pretty impressive. But it also has a very impressive ability. Here comes the Smolder. Whenever the character is challenged, the challenging player chooses and discards a card. Now this is not the most powerful ability, but it does stop your opponent from attacking, and it makes them think, and it makes them discard. This is a form of card advantage, although I wouldn't say it's a great form of card advantage. It is a form of card advantage. It doesn't draw you cards, but it does make them have to select their worst card and get rid of it. Oftentimes that won't be a big deal, but sometimes it will be. So to summarize this, it has amazing value, it's a great aggro card, and provides card advantage. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and leave a comment down below about how I got this all totally wrong. I'd love to hear your opinions. Until next time, see you later.